I have a 2008 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. One of the first mods I did on it was installing a rear bumper. It is an Atlas XRC rear bumper. The one annoying part that I noticed on it is you have to almost slam the swing arm every time you close it. Slamming causes wear and tear on the striker bolt that it locks onto. Over the years, the striker bolt has worn out. Because of this, the swing arm isn't staying shut. So I started looking for a new one. Since I couldn't buy a replacement part directly from the bumper manufacturer, I started brainstorming and I looked at the tailgate striker on my truck, and I thought it was probably close enough. So, I bought a universal one, hoping that it would work. As you can tell, it is skinnier, and that is one of the concerns I had. It did come with a ring around it that makes it thicker, but it was made of plastic. I was skeptical about the latches actually being able to bite down onto the smaller bolt. At first, even though it was thinner, it was actually working quite a bit better. Except for one thing. I was driving the other day. I looked out my mirror and my spare tire swing arm opened while I was driving. I noticed that the plastic ring around it started ripping apart. One of the hard parts about getting one of these bolts is that they tell you the model and the year of the vehicle they are for, but most of them don't give any dimensions. So I basically had a guess. Since the plastic ring is failing, I went to one of my local hardware stores and got a steel fitting instead. I was thinking it was going to help, but looking at it, compared to the original one, it still wasn't thick enough. While I was looking online to find a bigger one, I found a bolt made for a semi-truck door that was about as thick as the original one. Also, the new bolt showed the dimensions on it, which were a little closer to what I needed. While I was waiting for the new part, I was using a snap strap to make sure the bumper stayed closed. I thought while I had the bolt off, it would be a good time to spray a little paint over the rust. I'll take any chance I can to cover up any rusty spots. Okay, here are the 3 door pins that I have. Here is the original, the first one I tried, and the one on the right is the newest. So we're going to have to give the new one a try, and hopefully, the 3rd time's a charm. I have all the parts ready and the tools I need to install it. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty then, I got it installed. So, we'll have to see how it works. After trying it out for a few days, it is working extremely well, which is giving me confidence. The one thing I think I'm going to do, after having it fly open and strapping it down, is go through the bolts and make sure they are all tight and properly aligned. But so far from the new bolt, I am extremely satisfied with the results.